Hello, beautiful souls. Today I will share with you how I learned to achieve my goals by combining two things. First, my experience as a management consultant, where I helped very successful companies to achieve their goals. And second, the more spiritual approach of using a vision board. Bringing these two approaches together was my magical moment and helped me a lot in achieving my goals. And in this video, I would like to share this with you and how you can achieve your goals on a personal level too. Hi, I'm Helen and I'm your transformation expert. If you're interested in transforming your own life, then this is the right channel for you. On this channel, I will share with you the best tools, how you can transform your life on all levels: business, finances, relationship, health, mental health, everything. Stay tuned. How many vision boards have you created in your life already? And how often did you achieve all the goals on this vision board? From my experience, it took me several years until I understood what is missing here and what I need to add in order to make my dreams come true. They always tell you it's so easy. All you have to do is to take some dreamy pics, add a little bit of affirmations here, a few quotes there, and just sit in front of it and strongly believe in it. Voila! It will just happen. And year after year after year, I realized that most of the things of my vision boards simply did not happen. This changed only when I realized that something very important is missing. This only changed when I realized that, hey, wait a second. I'm a management consultant. I'm helping other companies to succeed in achieving their goals. So why not taking the same principles and applying it to my private life? And this is exactly when the magic happened. And how you can apply this in a simple way to your life, I will share with you now. First, let's get a bit sciencey. We have something in our brain which is called the reticular activating system, the so-called RAS. And what this RAS does is basically to filter out of the huge amount of information which we gather over the whole day, the most important things for us. The things which are important to us, which we want to pay attention to. And this you can activate by creating a vision board. For those who are not familiar with what a vision board is, a vision board can be physical or digital. It's a board, it can be bigger or smaller. And on this board, you basically visualize your dreams or your goals. You can use pics and add some affirmations and quotes. And then you have basically a visualization of your dream life. And this is exactly what activates the RAS. So your vision board tells your brain, this is what is important to me. So pay attention to that what is on this vision board. You might have an experience with something like, I would like to buy a fancy red sports car. And then all you can see everywhere on the street, doesn't matter where you go, are red fancy sport cars. And this is exactly your RAS in full action. And this happens also with your vision board and everything which is on it. So your brain gets trained on focusing on that what is important to you. So far so good, that's a good thing. What they tell you is that you only have to create this vision board and then look at it every day and just strongly believe in it, and it will come true. And from my own experience, and maybe you share this experience too, this is not how a vision board works, or this is not how you achieve in the best way your goals. Now imagine management consultants going to big companies and wanting to help. Let's take, for example, SpaceX. You are a management consultant. You go to Elon Musk. Then you ask him, Mr. Musk, what is it that you would like to achieve and how can we help you? And what he will tell you is, well, I have a big vision, which is to colonize Mars. Please help me with that. And now imagine your answer is, sure, no problem. Let's get a big board here, ideally in the boardroom, and then we will start to place very nice pics from Mars, from all kind of angles on this board. And then you can also write some fancy quotes on it. And we can also create some non-existing pics with AI with it, with Midjourney, and create like colonized Mars. And we will have it all placed on this board. And then all you have to do, Mr. Musk, is to look at this board every day and just strongly believe you will achieve your vision. What do you believe would his reaction be? Because I can tell you from my experience as a management consultant, that's not how companies achieve their goals. Of course, they create visions and all companies have a vision for their company. But this is only the first step. After defining their vision, they start to work on how to get there. This is why companies have so many employees and they're all working every day. And what they do on a big scale, you can do too to achieve your goals on an individual basis. And I will share with you how you could do that. A vision board will help you to be clear about what it is that you would like to achieve in your life. Now that you have a rough idea about what it is that you would like to achieve in your life, you can start to apply a few further steps in order to achieve exactly these goals. First of all, you need to be precise in defining what the goal is, not just a high-level idea. So what does it mean exactly? First, be more specific. That means if you want to earn more, think about how much is it that you want to earn more. And this could be, for example, I would like to earn $2,000 per year more. Then the next one is it should be measurable, which means it needs to be defined in a way that you're able to track the progress and the outcome on a regular basis. And if you, like in this example, say $2,000 more income per year, this is perfectly trackable because you can track every month, for example, okay, how much of this $2,000 have I already earned, right? The next characteristic is it has to be achievable. This means basically, let's say your yearly income is about $20,000 to $30,000, then probably it's not really achievable if you define, okay, I want to have $1 million per year more. I mean, you can define it. The probability that you will achieve this big change of income within a short period of time is rather small. So what happens is if you set unrealistic goals, then the probability is high that you will not achieve them, and then you will be disappointed and then be less motivated to take further action in achieving your goals, and nothing will happen. So therefore, try to be realistic with this goal setting. Try to think about how much time and resources do I have available in order to achieve this additional income I'm aiming for. Just try to be honest with yourself. The R stands for relevant. Ideally, what you want to do is to connect this goal with a higher goal of yours. Let's say you're aiming for buying a house and you're saving up some money in order to do the down payment on the house. Then your idea could be, okay, in this case, these $2,000 extra per year would contribute to your savings And by that would help you to achieve your goal of buying a house faster. This will help you subconsciously to be more motivated to make these $2,000 extra per year happen in order to achieve your bigger goal behind. And the last is the T, which stands for time-based. And what this means is basically always when you make plans about your goals, set a date behind. Be clear until when you want to achieve this goal. This will help you to keep yourself accountable during the process. If you set a certain date, you will see over time that this date is coming closer and closer, and you will feel more accountable to do something to make it happen. So this is overall the SMART principle. If you apply this principle, this will help you to be really very precise and clear and realistic about your goal. But we are not there yet. So we set the overall goal on the vision board, where we want to go. Then we defined it further by using the SMART principle. And now comes the most important part from my point of view about achieving goals, which is to break down this goal in steps you need to take in order to achieve this goal, and then also to take action. I will give you an example with that so it's easier to follow. What do I mean by that? In the case of $2,000 extra per year, you break it down on a monthly basis. Let's say it's around $170 per month. And then you define for yourself that it is about 8 to 10 hours. In addition, what you can spend on an additional activity in order to work on this extra income. And you thought about it and you figured out that there are certain freelance opportunities which would allow you to earn within this amount of time exactly around, let's say, $200 per month in average. What you want to do now is to plan exactly how you will make it happen that you work in addition to your current job as freelancer in order to earn this additional roughly $200 per month. So let's break it down. Maybe you define for yourself, okay, before I can offer my service as a freelancer, I need to professionalize this skill in this area a bit more. So the first task might be professionalize skill XYZ. And then you will think of, okay, what further steps do I need to take in order to achieve this? One could be, okay, research the best books for the skill for self-study. Another step could be research courses for improvement of the skill. And then what you want to do is that you set a date for this, until when you want to make sure that your skill is improved. So the task and the date next to it. After you have done the detailed planning for the first task, you go to the next task, which could be, for example, research opportunities. So second point, research opportunities. One sub-point could be research platforms for this area of my skills. Then second sub-point could be update my CV. And the third point could be a send application. And this approach you use for all tasks you would need to do in order to make sure that you can work as a freelancer. And this is the whole principle of that, okay? Always goal, what task do I need to do in order to achieve that goal, until when? And now comes a very important point. After your detailed planning, the most important thing is to start. Ideally on the same day. Start with what you can start with. Get going, because taking action is really the most important thing to do in order to get your goals. Just sitting somewhere and meditating and thinking things will just happen, sorry, I'm not sure whether it will work. Often people ask me, okay, but for which time period should I set these goals? And my answer to that is, it is of course absolutely up to you. Just keep in mind to be realistic. So the bigger your goal is, the more time you might need to consider in order to make it happen. I think in average 1 year is a good time frame because it's not too far away so that we get triggered and are motivated to take action, but it's also not too short so that we panic that we will not make it anyways. So 1 year might be a good time frame. And if you have a 1 year time frame, then what could be appropriate is to set, let's say, a monthly review cycle for yourself where you check in with yourself and have a look at your plan and check, okay, what have I achieved? What did not work well? And for those things which did not work well, what do I need to adjust or change so that it works better and that I achieve it maybe for the next cycle? And this you need to do regularly because this keeps you feel accountable also for going ahead. So that's basically the whole process. So you set a rough higher goal via vision board. Then you define your goal more precisely, for example, using the tool of the SMART principle. Then you take this well-defined goal of yours and break it down into actions, what you need to take in order to achieve this overall goal. You put a date behind each task, and on a regular basis, for example, once per month or every other week or whatever you want to define for yourself, you check in with yourself and check, okay, what did I achieve? What did not went so well and why did it not work so well? How can I adjust it in order to make it happen? And then you do the same cycle the next month, for example, until the set date. For example, if you create now your vision board for 2024 and you create it, let's say, end of December or beginning of January, and your goal is it to achieve whatever is on this vision board until end of December, then you do, let's say, on a monthly basis, these review cycles, as described before, right? You check in with yourself and track how your progress is, and ideally, at the end of the year, you have achieved then your goal. And you can be proud of yourself because you will put a lot of efforts in achieving that goal. And then you will feel really amazing when you look back at the end of the year of what wonderful things you have achieved in your life and how your life has improved. What are your experiences in creating vision boards and achieving your goals? Please share with me in the comment section. I'm really interested to know. If you found this content valuable, please like and subscribe so that I can provide you with more videos like this in future. See you soon.